These are the top selling music artists of all time. If Robin Rihanna Fenty's early success continues, the 26-year-old superstar from Barbados will probably one day be number one on this list. She's already tied Michael Jackson for third all time with 13 number one singles. She also reigns over the internet and is the most streamed and subscribed artist in the world. Her home country even celebrates an official national holiday in her honor every February 22nd. Eagles have come a long way from their first performance at Disneyland backing Linda Ronstadt. After coming up with their name during a tequila and peyote-fueled trip in the Mojave Desert, the band decided they should simply be called Eagles. They had 5 number one singles and 4 number one albums in a row in the 70s. Eagles are the best-selling American band ever. The massively influential Mariah Carey broke through in 1988. Mariah was introduced to classical opera as a teenager by her mother, which clearly influenced her unique singing style. Her voice was so fresh that her first 4 singles from her debut album all went to number 1 on the charts, the first artist since the Jackson 5 to achieve that level of lightning-fast success. Led Zeppelin was the biggest and most innovative band in the world in the 1970s. The track Stairway to Heaven may be the most important song in rock history. After the tragic death of their drummer, John Bonham, the band broke up. But their 2007 reunion concert at London's O2 Arena set the record for highest demand for tickets for one music concert with over 20 million requests. Garth Brooks brilliantly fused elements of rock with country, producing hit after hit and revolutionizing the entire genre. He's the best-selling albums artist in the United States in the SoundScan era, which is the time period after 1991 when sales figures began to be more accurately counted. Brooks has 6 albums that have sold more than 10 million copies. Elton John was a prodigy on the piano since his fingers first touched the keys as a 3-year-old, able to play back classical pieces that he had heard just once. Within just a 3-year span, between 1972 and 75, he had 7 consecutive albums reach number 1 in the US. His record honoring the life of British Princess Diana after her tragic death is the best-selling single in music history. Madonna, Louise Sisson, is the queen of pop, and is the best-selling female artist of all time. It all started when she dropped out of the University of Michigan to pursue a career in dance. It was the first time I'd ever taken a plane, the first time I'd ever gotten a taxi cab, she remembers. I came here with $35 in my pocket. It was the bravest thing I've ever done. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, spent virtually his entire life on top of the charts and in the glaring spotlight. After churning out hit after hit with his brothers, he began his prolific solo career at 13 years old. His masterpiece, Thriller, is the best-selling album of all time. Jackson's legendary moonwalk performance of Billie Jean in 1983 to a live television audience of 47 million Americans launched his fame into the stratosphere. Then there's Elvis, or simply the King. His leg shake was a result of his nerves, but soon became his signature move, driving crowds crazy. Elvis was unlike anything anyone had ever seen or heard before, and his blend of Motown and Southern sounds arrived right as the civil rights movement was taking off. At age 23, right when his career was peaking, Presley was drafted into the US Army and served for 2 years in Germany. While there, he became severely dependent on drugs, which eventually ruined his body and career and caused his death when he was just 42. The Beatles are the most successful band in human history. They've sold more albums than any other act and have the most number 1 hits on the US Billboard chart with 20 over just a 7-year period. On February 9th, 1964, the Beatles appeared in front of a live audience of 73 million Americans on The Ed Sullivan Show, launching the British invasion of the pop music charts that continues to this day. I hope you enjoyed this musical mini-doc. Which artist's music do you think people should be buying more of? Thanks for watching. For TDC, I'm Bryce Plank.